Hey, it's Cris Chico, and if you are looking to expand your real estate business, you're looking to get your first deal, finding motivated sellers is one of the most important things, as you know, and one of my favorite tools for finding motivated sellers is, in fact, Facebook ads. And it is the primary way that I am using right now to do that. However, with Facebook ads, there are 3 hacks, 3 specific things that you need to do to make sure that you are getting the best you can out of that channel. In fact, if you don't do these 3 things, then you could potentially leave and stop Facebook advertising thinking it doesn't work. But in the end, it could have worked only if you would have done these 3 things. And this is what I'm here to talk to you today. And as always, I want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified of the new videos. And let's get on with the show. And today's video is brought to you from VidCon. It's the video conference here, predominantly a lot of YouTube creators, and I'm here with my daughters as we are just having a ton of fun, and they get to see some of their favorite YouTubers, and I haven't gotten too much knowledge out of YouTube here because I'm really here mostly for them, but it's been a great experience, fun and exciting, and very exhausting, but well worth it. So you always have to remember that with any tactic, and hopefully the music doesn't drown me out, that with any tactic has its nuances, meaning that at surface there's some fundamentals in making sure that any particular tactic works. Like for Facebook, you got to make sure that you have the right images. You got to make sure that you have the right approach that you're using. And there's some fundamentals, and I've covered this already in a lot of my videos here on this channel, so take a look at those videos. What I'm talking to you here today is about the little nuances that make the difference, and many times it's those small little tweaks and adjustments that make a difference in your campaign producing money and or being a flop. And in our business, because the transaction size is so large, it is very easy for us to turn a losing campaign into an amazing winner just by doing an extra deal. Because if an extra deal is worth $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 or more, then all of a sudden now that one extra deal that you make from your Facebook campaign can automatically just transform things. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. All right, so let's talk about, let me get out of this blaring music here. So now let's talk about one of the most underlooked aspects of your campaigns, and that is the comments that people make on your ads. Now in this video, I'm going to walk through the different comment types and what you should do with each of them. And it's very important for you to know these things, and I'm looking at my notebook here because I wanted to make sure that I did not miss anything. So first of all, let's talk about just random comments. Sometimes people will heart. People will say, oh, that's pretty cool, I hope you find the property. They're generally nice. Those people, I would just reply back and say, hey, thanks, really appreciate it. Let me know if I can help you. Let me know if you know someone, share the ad, etc., etc. That's all you have to do for those particular comments. And next set of comments are the people that are generally rude. They will say, oh, you're looking to scam people. Oh, don't sell to this guy. And they just are going to be negative in some way or another. For those individuals that are commenting like that, you're going to do 2 things. You are going to, first of all, hide that comment. You're going to hide that comment so nobody else sees it. And then you're going to ban that person from the page. When you click on the comment, there's a specific way that you can ban the individual from the page, which means that they will no longer see any of your ads ever again. And so you don't need to. They don't need to see your ads because they're not a fan, they're not going to be a fan, they're not going to say nice things about you, and or they're just looking to create a ruckus. And so as a result of that, then there's absolutely no reason for them to even see an ad ever again or even have the ability to comment on your page. Now, here's a gold. There are people that will post a comment to your ad and say, hey, I have a property for sale. Hey, I'm interested. Hey, call me at this phone number. Very, very key. You have to communicate with those people. They could be very, very viable leads. In fact, we had a member this week in our private Facebook group that said that he had gotten one deal. His first deal actually came from the comments. Somebody just made a comment on the ad. So what do you do with those? Very, very good question. What are you going to do with those is you are going to respond to that person. Now you can do that by clicking on the message this individual, you'll be able to message them directly from the page. And when you message them from the page, now when you message them from the page, it's not the same thing as you messaging them from your individual Facebook account. You have to use your messaging from the actual business page. You have to log on to your business page, and or you have to download the Pages Manager app inside of Facebook in order to be able to make those comments, to be able to message them, that is. So you're going to message them, and then you're going to interact with that person, number one. Number two, you're going to hide that comment. You don't want anybody else seeing that comment. Why? Because if another real estate investor sees that comment and says, hey, oh, look at this person's interested in selling their house, they could reach out and communicate with them. So you want to hide that comment. However, the main difference is you don't want to ban them from the page. You don't want to do that. That's what we do with the knuckleheads that make all kinds of crazy comments. Those people we ban from the page. The other people, we do not, the people that are interested, we don't ban them from the page because we want them to continue to see our ads, their prospects. We want it, however, we want to hide them to make sure that nobody else knows that they're interested in selling. I don't know what's going on over there. What's going on over there? A big ruckus. Shall I tell them to keep it down over there? I guess they're having some sort of show over there. Let's move to another location, shall we? All right, so those are the comments. Now let's talk about the, what do I have here? The follow-up. That is the key, guys. Follow-up is key. Now, Facebook ads are a very peculiar type of prospect. I'm gonna do another video for you just on that. I seem to be, no matter where I go, I can't seem to get away from the ruckus because there is no non-ruckus areas here. So follow-up is key. Many times, only a very small, so follow-up is key. Only a very small number of your leads are going to be willing and able and desiring to do something right now, immediately. The remainder of the leads you have to follow up with. That's part of the game. And so many times we hear from people on Facebook, hey, none of these sellers are motivated. Well, you know, if you're expecting somebody to be screaming at you and saying, oh my God, please take my house, please take my house and take it for less than the market value, if that's what you're expecting, then that's how you're expecting the wrong thing. Okay, that's not going to happen. Most of these leads require some level of follow-up, some level of them feeling comfortable with you, feeling that you're the right provider for what they're looking to solve in their particular life and their situation. And as a result, then they're gonna do business with you. So you have to be mindful of the fact that follow-up is key, and that unless you're prepared to do follow-up, long-term follow-up, and know and understand that you shouldn't even do Facebook ads, because in the end, you're just going to end up wasting a ton of money and wasting a lot of time, energy, and effort. And so again, you have to be mindful of that. The follow-up is key. And so those are my quick tips for you on the nuances associated with Facebook ads. I've got a lot more stuff coming, but I wanted to at least let you know this because I've seen in a couple of groups people make comments about this, and some of the suggestions were not correct in terms of what I've seen work for us. And also, again, if you ignore the comments and you don't treat them properly, you're leaving money on the table. And again, one deal can make such an amazing difference in your campaign that you have got to do whatever you can to extract and squeeze as much as you can out of Facebook. I always say that, I always give the lemon analogy. If somebody gives you a lemon, what you want to do is you want to squeeze the lemon and get as much juice out of it that you can in order to create lemonade. And I say you not only squeeze it, but you take and you bring it outside the driveway and you run your car over the lemon repeatedly in order to get as much as you can out of it, because that's what's required. So I hope you're having a great day. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, watch some of my other training videos on how to find motivated sellers on Facebook, and I'll talk to you soon.